Damn, I was getting carried away listening to this shit. It's too good, man. I was like, oh shit, it's over a minute, we gotta go. I've had this enough times without saying what it is, so I'll just show it right now. Let me turn this off right here. I have my own version uploaded, so this is kind of private. Like, you guys can't find it with this title, but just search this up. Dungeon Fighter Online, Lotus's Nest stage background music, and you'll find something like this. I downloaded my own and made a longer loop of it a long time ago, so just wanted to share that for those who are curious. Some people asked about the music, so there it is. Oh shit! Anyway, let's get on with the show. There we go. Hey everybody. Welcome back to another stream of Final Fantasy XIV Post-Heavensward, or Heavensward's post-game, I guess. Not quite at the main MSQ yet, but I still consider it like sumo. Sumo? What the fuck? Okay, I can't make myself laugh that hard on purpose. That was a genuine accident. Oh my god, dude. I gotta get away from myself. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is I'm on the wrong data center, I think, because I had to switch characters for something earlier. Off stream. Shit. Yep, I'm on the wrong one. Okay, not sumo. I consider it pseudo MSQ when you're doing the normal raids and the alliance raids, because some of them tie into the main story quite a bit, especially in Realm Reborn 2.0. After that, not really, kinda sorta yeah, but not really. Kinda sorta yeah, I'll just say that. But still, that's why I call it like pseudo MSQ, and that's what I wanted to that's what I wanted to say before I said sumo. Fuck is sumo MSQ? Sumo MSQ, we gotta... I don't even know. We got the main characters, the main cast is gonna get into a big ring and try to push each other out. Like sumo wrestlers. Jesus. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me, guys. That was a genuine accident, but I made myself laugh hella fucking hard. Sumo MSQ. Oh god, this is gonna become a permanent meme on this channel now. I'm doing sumo MSQ, guys. That hurt too, because I just finished eating, so my stomach's pretty full right now. I'm just like, oh god, laughing that hard hurt. Oh, fuck. Alright. Hey, Midgie. Let's pick up where we left off, shall we? Alexander. You gently pat Midgard Zormer. Look at him looking down at me from up there. So every time somebody activates New Game Plus, does their character just disappear for like a brief second? And then reappear in that spot, along with their minion? Like, I wonder what other people see when you do that. Because it seems to be implied that's what's happening when the screen goes black like that. The weather and other things in the, what's it called, the environment can sometimes change when you activate it as well, because there are certain maps, world maps, areas in this game that change based on your progress and through the story. Which I can't really talk about right now because it's huge spoilers for shit that we're not even close to yet. If I do go into it, but... yeah, that is a thing though. Like, see, there's one example right here that's no longer a spoiler because we're past this part. So, like, when I went into New Game Plus mode and I was in Heavensward Part 2, but before we opened this area, there was a rock wall here blocking me from going through. And any new players who haven't progressed far enough will still have that rock wall here, so they'll see other players who go through here, they'll just disappear into the rock wall like this. Like, there's... How the fuck are those people going through the rock wall? It's like, well, it's not there for them anymore. It's... You'd think something like that would be hugely noticeable, yet my first playthrough through the game, I didn't actually notice that too much. Like, it's not as noticeable as you might think. They somehow found a way to make it subtle. As long as you're not actively looking out for that stuff. You know what I mean? If you sit there long enough, yeah, you'll... Without making enough progress on MSQ, yeah, eventually you'll start to see one or two players go through the fucking rock wall in your way, and you're like, wait, how the fuck are they doing that? But me, I never had that incident happen at all. It wasn't until they really went in on the environmental weather effects in a different expansion that I can't say right now. That's when I noticed other people see something different depending on their story progress compared to yours. I was like, oh shit, that's neat. My immersion! It's preserved until I talk to somebody who's not in the same part of the story, and then they can spoil it for me or ruin it. But, yeah. Anyway, whatever. Rearmed. Let's go. Roundrock seeks a loyal friend to entrust with an important task. This is like 3 months later, right? Because, no, every normal raid and every alliance raid is like on an every other patch schedule, right? So... This is 6 months later. What the fuck am I talking about? In real time, Earth time. But in-game time, it's like just a little while. But I don't think it syncs up, like it's just kind of like, oh, whatever. Roundrocks thinks long and hard on what to do with precious glowstone. It is most favoritist treasure of Roundrocks, but glowstone is also what Mide seeks all this time, and has already brought Roundrocks 3 whole years of joy. So Roundrocks decides to give it to Mide, so she can be happy too. For now, Roundrocks entrusts treasure to Uplander, to give to Mide at next meeting. Even meanest gobbies dare not try to take glowstone from mighty Uplander. Okay. Thanks for trusting me with it, I guess. Roundrocks does not know where Mide is now, but she often gazes out on giants of whirlycogs from broken watercross. Maybe Uplander finds her there. Broken watercross? I heard that little sound effect like I just got an item. Is it actually in my key item right now? Yeah, it is. Enigma Codex Fragment. An important section broken from Roundrocks' prized treasure and entrusted to none other than you. Alright. Mike, what's up? What's on your mind, gal? From afar, that mass of steel, has a certain majesty, does it not? But something tells me you didn't come here to share the view. What is it? It is pretty, you're right, but kind of just worried about you. Roundrocks means to give me the Codex Fragment? I couldn't possibly accept. She values that stone over the rest of her treasures combined. Well, that means you mean a lot to her, then. You mean more than that to her. You're a close friend of hers now. And yet, it may be safer in the hands of one more capable of defending it. Safer for all concerned. Gods know the Illuminati will stop at nothing to get it. Very well, if she feels I should have it, I will hold it in safekeeping for her. Here you go, then. The hand thing. It's not as bad as Titus. When he was talking. Alas, it is of no more use to me than any other rock. You doubtless recall the moment when Roundrocks first revealed the Codex Fragment to us? Yes? Yeah. When she took the stone in her hands, a piece of the Enigma Codex burst forth unbidden in a brilliant flash of light. Yet it had been handled many times by others, yourself included, without ever betraying a hint of the secret contained within. Did you not find that strange? Actually, yeah. I thought maybe she accidentally hit a button on it or something, but I guess not. I myself was surprised, albeit for a different reason. The Codex is protected by an arcane mechanism, you see. Only those who share its fundamental principles are able to view its contents. It is rare indeed to find an individual with the qualities required to read it. Okay, so where are you going with this? That Roundrocks possesses such qualities is an unexpected blessing. To be sure, sorry, one sentence. But if the Illuminati were to learn of her secret, she would be placed in grave danger. Even as we speak, they scour the hinterlands in search of their elusive missing piece. But as far as I know, they still view our friend as a mere collector of misplaced items. For her sake, we must do our utmost to draw their attention away from Big West Shortstop, before they take it into their heads to return. And it is for that reason that I mean to leave this place. When the Illuminati learn that I have the fragment, it is my hope that they will focus their efforts on ascertaining my whereabouts. Needless to say, I may not return to Big West Shortstop for some time. While I'm gone, I would ask that you watch over Round Rocks. See that she does not come to harm. You have my word. You have my thanks, adventurer. Well, now we have something of each other. You have my word, I have your thanks. In fair exchange. As I thought, I am no longer worthy. What do you mean? Wedge searches for Uplander with much urgency. Uplander must return to Big West Shortstop at once. Okay. What's this about, though? Gas mask noises. Oh, did I? Fuck. Didn't want to fuck up cleaning my glasses earlier. Not emerging. Holy shit, get him! Get him! There you are, Leon, and not a moment too soon. The Illuminati are getting ready for something big. Stoller reports that Alexander has started drawing massive amounts of ether from the surrounding land, which can only mean one thing. The Illuminati have resumed their attempts to revive it. And what's more, Backrix reports that the goblins are amassing substantial quantities of explosives and supplies. By all indications, they're building another weapon. In short, it's bad. But it's nothing a bit of strategic thinking can't fix. They say he who strikes first strikes last, and that's exactly what I intend to do. Sometimes, yeah. I've devised a plan which should allow us to take the Illuminati unawares, and I'd like you to spearhead the assault. Our rendezvous point is to the south on the cliffs overlooking the Thaliak. Biggs has gone ahead to scout the area. We shall await your arrival there. Alright. You gonna be alright, Roundrock? Is Mide now enjoying treasure too? Many thanks to you, Uplander. And I think I have to give Midgard Zormer a break. We're not really doing anything MSQ related, where he's more involved. So we'll give him a break and bring the bike back out, for old time's sake. It's like the last time we were on vacation. Quote unquote vacation. This time it's more of an informal one. I was never really told to take time off, it's just that there's not anything going on right now. In terms of the main scenario quest, of course. That's why we're off here doing this shit. Leon, good to see you. I take it Wedge told you the situation? Get ready to hit the Illuminati where it hurts? You can count on me, buddy. That's what I like to hear. The chief will be here soon, and then we can get things underway. Let's do it. Bloody hells! If it ain't Yestola! No one told me you were coming! Yeah, actually, I was kind of like... An etheric disturbance of this scale demands my personal attention. Judging by the marked fall in ambient ether concentrations, the situation is far graver than previously assumed. And you are certain that steel monstrosity is to blame? I thought she would still be running chores for Master Matoya. So I might have messed up and accidentally called her Matoya that last stream at some point, I think. I can see no other explanation. The giant's innards are well-nigh saturated with ether already. Yet I sense something else. An irregular energy coming from within the barrier. Which, if I did, it was a Freudian slip related to something I can't talk about. Because again, it's spoiler territory. Be that as it may, I'm afraid we have more pressing concerns. The Illuminati are up to something, and we mean to hit them before they can put whatever it is they're planning into action. To which end, allow me to introduce my newest and perhaps most astounding invention. The Electro Jammer 3. First of its kind. But why the hell 3? Why the hell is it called number 3 then? That doesn't make any sense. Speechless with astonishment, I see. As well you should be. The high-frequency waves emitted by this device will interfere with any and all enemy communications, making it impossible for them to coordinate an effective defense. With it working in our favor, victory is all but assured. I see. So, assuming I have understood correctly, you need only activate this electro jammer of yours and the Illuminati will be plunged into disarray, affording Leon and his friends ample opportunity to take them unawares? Very well. Proceed. Wedge? Is this supposed to happen? Oh god. Holy shit! That was well timed unintentionally. I meant for that to go off way sooner and it didn't. But then that happened. So it's like, oh shit. Bloody hells! It was late for where I wanted it, but perfect for this, which I didn't expect. I haven't done this in a long time. I didn't know that was going to happen just now. Sudden earthquake sound and this. I mean, I knew this would happen eventually. I just didn't know it was during that scene. Got 2 arms on shore now. It's like almost halfway out. This is getting a little monka shake. The claw! That's a good one, Crimson. I like that. The claw. You've woken it up? Nay, only the left arm stirs. Could the waves emitted by your device have disturbed something within the barrier wedge? It's not my fault! Not to worry, Wedge. With the Illuminati hard at work reviving the giant, it was only a matter of time before parts of it started springing to life. You just gave this one a little extra nudge. On a brighter note, it would seem you've saved us the trouble of finding another way in. Leon, old friend, it's time for your customary heroics. The Illuminati are likely still scrambling to work out what just happened. Before they do, I suggest you hop across the river and show them what for. A blitzkrieg. I like that. I must needs discuss these developments with Master Matoya. Sid, would you be so good as to accompany me? Your insight may well prove useful. Be like, alright. Excuse me. There you go. I know. I was like, that cave in the background. Oh, it has a vista. Okay. I thought you were just gonna comment on it. I was like, what's with that cave in the background? I've never seen that place before. Got like a little waterfall coming out of it. Not fighting over cheese anymore, are we? Another core stirs to life. The future unfolds exactly as expected. Exactly as written. Written. Augers. Let's see. Aliak River. Obviously. The river's great, by the way. It looks very pretty. Very clean water. Oh, shit! I saw this in the cutscene. I was like, I've never seen that cave before. That's as far as you can go in. This is a very nice, secluded private area. If it wasn't for this fucking thing. Because with the Vista here, somebody's bound to come looking for it using a guide on where to find vistas. Otherwise, though, this is a great place to just hang out by yourself. Or even with a friend or something and just fucking look at the view. Especially with that giant mech over there. Oh. Sound of the waterfall, nice and relaxing. Oh god, I can think of other reasons, other things some people might use a spot like this for too. Can you imagine if we had run into something like that? If we had run into... Good thing we're not in Balmung right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Good thing we're not on the server Balmung at the moment. Might have found something else here. Oh! Vista record. Oh, it actually shows you a little page now. It didn't used to do this when you got a sightseeing log. The answering quarter. This Charlian settlement stretches across the western banks of the Thaliak, home to St. Mausian's Arboretum and a center for education and scholarly pursuits. It harkens back to the cities of learning that flourished in bygone times. Yeah. You can turn that off? It's kind of neat. I actually like seeing the little backstory. That didn't used to be a thing. You just kind of got the Vista and then they would tell you to fuck off. Or, you know, it was just... Oh, and look, we're right next to the entrance to this place now, too. How convenient. Who the heck are you? You have to fly here, don't you? There's no way to get here if you don't have flight for hinterlands. You just have to, like... Yeah, you'd have to have somebody fly you here, or you'd have to unlock the rest of the ether currents if you were too lazy. But you can swim? No? Yeah, let me see. I can't swim. That's why I was so freaked out about Leviathan. And I called it a suicide mission back then. But now we know it was just kind of, now we know it was just my dark side creeping up on me. You know? Good old Frey. He was the one complaining. Yeah, you can't swim yet. Yet. That's all I can say to avoid spoilers. I'm just like, yeah. Light kicks, ice fixed. Light kicks, ice fixed? But yeah, Frey, or Esteem is his real name. The real Frey died, of course. But Esteem was like, you know... I was here with a friend before at the... What was it? The Marabi Dry Docks? He was like, and I told him not to get on that damn boat, and he did it anyway. And almost got us killed. We were lucky to escape with our lives. Yeah, good old Esteem. Back in Realm Reborn was like, I'm not getting on this fucking boat. Fucking suicide mission. Y'all need to find someone else. That's why I was freaking out back then. He was whispering into my ear and I didn't even know it. So I was wondering why I lost my nerve. Before that Leviathan fight. Uplander feels shivery shakes? Arm of Steel Giant is wide open and no Illuminati in sight. You now have access to the Fist of the Sun. The hardest fight of this tier. Let's see if I can actually do it alone. I might not be able to. But damn it if I don't try. The Fist of the Sun. In the name of the Son... No, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We pray for victory. Although you succeeded in destroying the core of Cheesy Gordius Crunch, it seems that was only a temporary measure. The walking fortress has stirred once more, and its left arm now rests on the banks of the Thaliak. The entrance lies open and unguarded, suggesting the goblins inside are as surprised as you. Take advantage of your enemy's unreadiness and face the Illuminati threat once more. Hopefully for the last time. Yeah, wishful thinking. Jeez. Alright. Time to kick some ass. I get Krauser on my soundboard. I quote him enough times. I don't really... a little bit. The Pepe jams. Oh, it's what you think it is. Exactly, yeah. That's why I said I might not be able to do this one alone, Crimson. There's a chance I won't be able to. We're about to find out, though. Oh, Jesus, it's all tilted. Freaking me out. Oh, I see. You guys remember when Alexander pulled out his army, did this time? He kind of like propped himself up a bit more? That's why everything's on its side now, as opposed to last time where we were able to just run across this. Now we got a platform. Super Mario! Oh, that's it. Oh, this guy's trash. He's fine. Wait, let me zoom out so I can... One at a time. Take a number. Okay, he's dead. Oh, it's not this one you were thinking of? Alright. Excuse me! That's what I should do. I should get Resident Evil Outbreak character voices on my soundboard. They went all out with the raid music this time. I mean, I guess they did it for Close of Bahamut too, I can't deny, but... This sounds like... This sounds different. Like, Oh shit, you didn't even put your weapon away to do this? That's kinda cool. Oh, and then it goes away. And then it goes back out. Okay, what the fuck? Bring it on, fool! Ratfinks Twinkledinks. Nice name. Alright, Twinkle Dick, let's go. Oh shit, those ones are already... Long way to Dewey for Uplander subjects. Oh, I'm an experiment here, am I? I still might not beat this one though. I have lost before on this one. Like that. I'm about to get wrecked. It's a tank buster, so yeah, there we go. I'm gonna have to do the mechs for this one. Can't out DPS him. Yeah, the concussion thing, yeah. You know what's weird is I practiced this a while ago, and yeah, I'm probably gonna need help, yeah. I can't do this one alone because of that concussion thing. What's really weird is there's one time where I actually did do this by myself as a gunbreaker. Which I'm not sure how I did it, because a gunbreaker does not have... I didn't use, what's it called, Super Glide. I'm not really sure how I did it. But I have a memory that I did kill this guy by myself one time. One time. But yeah, I probably can't. Whatever I did last time, that's probably not gonna happen again. Yeah. So. Well, I predicted this. I even looked up the fight too, and I was like, maybe, but maybe not. Yeah, this bullshit right here. You can't outrun it, so I'm pretty much screwed. There's nothing I can do. And I'm dead. Alright, yeah, I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. I guess I can go as a paladin, though it kind of... What the... How the hell am I still alive? Should have practiced my rotation before this shit. There, he's dead. I don't know how the fuck I survived it this time. Well, now I have recorded proof that somehow you can survive that without being a fucking tank. See, I knew I'd beat him by myself before. Can't believe I actually... Like, what the hell saved me? I don't get it. How come last time I was just dead, and then this time it's like, oh, you live. Like, what the fuck? That was weird. Alright, let me see the dialogue that I missed because, you know. Okay, so first he said, long waits do we for Uplander subjects. I read that part. Then he said, no, must have more Godlixer. I'm not sure if that was in response to him failing to kill me that time. He said, come, Mindfruit, come and see Uplander's dumbstruck at Gobby Masterpiece. And then he died. You forgot that in PvE, damage numbers are RNG based and not fixed. So you're telling me I just barely had enough health to survive that shit? Like, I survived by like less than 2,000 HP, which is garbage compared to how much my max HP is, so like, that's insane, dude! Oh my god! Yeah, I knew I had only beat this as a tank before. But that was before Endwalker, and I guess now as a level 90 Dragoon with level 90 gear, you can actually survive it. So, it did a little bit more last time, and it can also probably get a critical hit on you. Okay. Well then, praise the gods. RNGesus blessed us, and we didn't have to do this more than twice. It took no more than 2 tries. Where's the Helmo when you need it? I like that gift. Roundrock says as she says, stays here and makes treasure sparkle. Shiny junk and sparkly rocks, bitty bobs and whirlycogs. I don't know if I'm singing that right, but whatever. I gather you brought the Illuminati schemes to a shuddering halt, just as I planned. Unfortunately, a small complication arose while you were gone. But, Biggs wanted to be the one to tell you. Oh yeah? What's up, Biggs? Well done, lad! You left those Illuminati smarting and without so much as a scratch to show for it. Yeah. Yeah, they totally didn't knock my ass out once. They totally didn't put me on my ass. At least once. Now, I'm sure you'd like to finish them off, and we would too, if truth be told, but I'm sorry to say we have a problem. While Wedge and I were out on patrol, we saw something, you see. A meeting. Between Maid and the enemy. That bitch! She's betrayed us. And then she handed the Codex fragment over. Just like that. The way she sauntered back into Alexander with the Illuminati, you'd think this was their plan all along. Great. It certainly looks that way, aye. But we can't rule out the possibility of coercion, considering the parties involved. True. True. Oh, speaking of, the bastards are here. Dude, I thought that was a weird, like, wheel. Like a rotating wheel on that guy's foot, and it was just a cat sauntering up like this, like, fucking hella bouncing hella hard. I was like, what the fuck is that? Damn cat. Foolish Uplanders. Treasure Hunter was happy to give Codex. And why not? She makes busy deals with Illuminati since very beginning. And now Illuminati hold all fragments of the Enigma Codex. Treasure Hunter betrays Uplanders' trust and forfeits their future in so doing. What a load of old bollocks! How daft does he think we are? Now, Biggs, if the Grand Master of the Illuminati said it, it must be true. Really? Everything is as written, as it must be. If Illuminati are to guide Chosen to perfect world, not one piece can be out of place. With this, another page becomes reality. When Illuminati find missing piece, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Goodness me, that goblin hasn't the faintest idea how Uplanders' minds work. I would have been prepared to believe that Maid was a traitor had he not bothered to come here and confirm it. Now I'm inclined to think she isn't. Interesting way of thinking. There may be truth to what QuickThink says. Backrix scours over data, looking for knowings of what happened 3 years ago. Backrix finds mention of a group of RE treasure hunters. 3 years ago, group went to investigate ruins near Thaliak River only to perish in sudden shivery shakes. That's what I'm going to call earthquakes from now on. If I ever experience any anymore. I'm going to call them shivery shakes. And people are going to look at me like, the fuck are you talking about? You're like, the ground, it's shivery shook. That's how you'll be able to tell if there's FF14 fans around you in real life. You just say that and they'll be like, hey, 3 years ago you say? That wouldn't be the earthquake that accompanied the failed summoning of that primal, would it? Bugger me. Are you saying it was the treasure hunters doing the summoning? And that Maid was one of them? Now hold on a moment. I'm willing to accept that Maid may have been a member of this doomed expedition, she being an RE treasure hunter and all, but I fail to see what interest such a group would have in the ideals of the Enigma Codex, let alone summoning a primal. Such was question Backrix asked himself, so he spends much time gathering knowings and finds answers in book lent to him by Charlian Uplander. Who? I almost called her Matoya again. Ishtola. Or who else? Genius technologist who writes Enigma Codex 100 years ago is Ari Zayla with blue hair, exactly like Maid. No, Maid would never make busy deals with bad gobbies. Roundrock searches for Maid, hears truth from her. Wait, Roundrocks, it's dangerous. Roundrocks, wait! That bastard goblin we fought turned into the Hulk and put me on my fucking ass once. The folly of youth. Oh, let me check the chat log again. Oh yeah, there was no echo. I did just survive by luck that time. If you're worried about Roundrocks, don't be. Wedge won't let her come to any harm. Truth be told, I'm more worried about this business with Maid. Still, we should be careful of making any rash decisions, as you can bet that's what the Illuminati wants. For now, I reckon we should give her the benefit of the doubt. Innocent till proven guilty and all that. And anyway, we've got more pressing matters to deal with. Namely, taking back that Codex fragment and pushing on into Alexander before the Illuminati have a chance to shore up their defenses. You ready for another round? Good. The sooner you get going, the better, I reckon. Oh, and when you're in the belly of the beast, be sure and break something for me, eh? No, I'll break something, alright. I'll tear this fucking robot! No. You don't have access to the cover of the sun? I literally just ran out of things to say. I was like, no, I don't know. It was like debating between saying, I'll tear it apart from the inside or piece by piece, and then I stumbled and totally lost it. I lost my thunder. The cuff of the sun. That's the wrist. Upon returning from Midas, you learn that Maid surrendered the precious fragment of the Enigma Codex to the Illuminati, and she was in fact a surviving member of a group of Ara that failed to summon Alexander 3 years ago. Although there is certainly more to the apparent treachery than meets the eye, there is no time for doubt. Your offensive against the Illuminati must continue. Okay? And back in we go, to kick some more ass. That first fight was the hardest one. I think from here on out it's smooth sailing. Don't quote me on that. Come on, man, let's do this. Oh. Hell? Oh, shit! Damn, that's gotta hurt. That's a lot of back-to-back fights. I doubt they're all gonna face me at once, so I'm gonna need some, It's a quick way to do this. I'm gonna need my little guide here. It's not perfect, but I set up that hotbar to remind me how my copper rotation goes. But we're not sitting here for 45 seconds. We're gonna try this vanilla first. I haven't practiced in a while though, so might be fucked either way. Warning, warning! Uplander detected. Initiating purge sequence. And then I think it was... I can't remember, but it might have been this and this. And then that. Followed by this. Something like that. Me and you, come on, let's do this. All weapons ready, target locked. Ow. Don't do that. Fatal error. Commencing restart. Oh. Where was I? Over here. Not sure where to stand for this. Hopefully it won't matter. Invalid input. Alright. Let's Michael Bay this shit. Elemental Jammer. What are you doing? Alright, not bad. Excuse me, holy shit. That food though. Well, that was a little bit of a gauntlet, wasn't it? Oh. Another Illuminati brainchild back on the scrap pile, is it? If only I could have been there to watch you dismantle the thing. As you've likely noticed, Maid's back. Now, I haven't said a word to her about what went on while she was away, as I wanted you on hand if things turned nasty. But since she gets on better with you anyway, maybe it'd be best if you spoke to her yourself. Oh shit, yeah, she's here. Yo, Maid. Don't be trifling me. What's going on? Ah, Leon. You haven't seen Round Rocks, have you? I was looking forward to hearing about the new treasure she's found. Oh, I bet you were. I see. Well, I will not lie to you. Some of it is true. I did meet with the Illuminati. But that is not the whole story. Allow me to explain. Better start talking fast, bitch, because I ain't got that much patience. I got knocked the fuck out there and almost died. Better be good. The first fight, I mean. You're saying you handed over the Codex fragment to stop the Illuminati from coming here and taking it? Yes, but the fragment I handed over to them was not but a stone picked from a pile of rubble. The true Codex fragment is here, safe and sound. Smart thinking. Smart lass, eh? Ha! I bloody knew Quickthings was lying. The way he told it, you'd been working with the Illuminati all along. Lot of old bilge, the lot of it. Bilge, the lot of it, sorry. Bilge, not bilge. I'm afraid not. Quickthings told you true. In fact, it was I who first taught the goblins how to summon the primal. I meant only to use them for my own ends, of course. Much as I did you. Am I gonna have to pull out my spear? What's going on? Where are you going with this? Okay, we're not scrapping. Not yet. The author of the Enigma Codex was an ancestor of mine. The creation of the so-called perfect world proposed within it has long been the goal of certain members of our tribe, myself included. For years we strove in secret to realize its high ideals, free of the twisted elitism which seems to have infected the Illuminati. Of course. During that time, there was one who served as our leader, a man who made us believe that our perfect world was within reach. A man with whom I fell in love. I wished for nothing more than to see his dreams come to fruition. So blind was my devotion, I agreed to help him summon a primal without a second thought. The danger to our lives never even crossed my mind. But on that day, 3 years ago, I came to know the folly of our mission. In an instant, the infernal machine laid waste to our hopes, snuffing out the lives of my companions. And the man I loved was dragged into its core. In a last desperate attempt to make right our mistake, I called forth a barrier with which to seal Alexander. At that moment, however, the Codex shattered and the Colossus vanished without a trace. When the dust settled, I found myself surrounded by the broken fragments of the Codex, the cold, accusing remnants of our dream of a perfect world. We were fools to think only of the future. I did not realize it until my friends were gone, but the time we spent on our journey together, pursuing a shared dream, those moments were as precious as any paradise we could have hoped to build. It's a sad old tale, I'll give you that, but it doesn't explain why you had the Illuminati summon the Primal, or why you had us help you infiltrate it. After everything you've been through, you can't seriously think any good will come of reviving Alexander. You all but said as much yourself. Good has nothing to do with it. Understand, I did not act out of any lingering adherence to my old ideals. I simply wanted to see him again, and perhaps walk to the ends of the world with him. Him? Might cannot mean Alexander. Not Alexander itself, but the soul I believe still resides within. Full of Uplander sleeps in giant machine? Never has Backrix heard such nonsense. Might must abandon this. Just cut it there, Chief. Now's not the time. I've got one more question to ask you. What happens when all the codex fragments are brought together? Alexander was born from hearts that yearned for a perfect world. The writings of the Enigma Codex inspired such a desire. But they are more than just a collection. They are more than just a collection of texts. The Codex can also be used to control the primal. To be precise, 2 elements are required: a complete Enigma Codex and one capable of reading it. When both are present, Alexander can be commanded to transport its residents wherever they choose. I myself was once able to read the Codex, but those days are long gone. Now the fragments are as dead to me as the stones beneath my feet. There is another, however, to whom the Codex still responds. One we all know quite well. Little Round Rock. What? Round Rocks? Are you saying that little girl is the key to controlling a bleeding primal? Round Rocks! Can't even fucking talk, he's out of breath. Round Rocks has been captured! Of course. Ah, the audacity of youth. No, the folly of youth. Toppling the tyrant. My name is Osman Sadler. Oh, fuck, I forgot to talk to Wedge and Biggs before I accepted this. Oops. Curse me for a fool. I should have known better than to underestimate the Illuminati. I assumed the missing piece in their plan was the Codex fragment, but they were talking about Round Rocks all along. We must mount a rescue, now, without delay. To the Illuminati, she's no better than a cog in that monstrous machine. It is like that she is being held somewhere in or close to Alexander's upper body. Continue your push to the left arm, and while the Illuminati are distracted, I will search for a way forward. Okay. I'm the diversion then. Hold on a second. I can't do this. What would they have said beforehand? It's all my fault. I only lost sight of Round Rocks for a moment, but by the time I spied her again, the Illuminati had her surrounded. Ah! Can't I do anything right? If they hurt her, I shall never forgive myself. Please, Leon, please bring her back safely. Hail old as time, eh? Woman falls in love with man, man gets sucked into Primal, woman tries summoning Primal to be reunited with man. Load of old rot, if you ask me, but mine seems to believe it. We're all in agreement on one thing, though. An innocent child's at the mercy of the Illuminati, and it's our job to rescue her. How is that a tale as old as time? That's the first time I've heard of it. Alright. Good thing it's not MSQ, so I could actually go backwards like that. I could rewind time, as good old Willie Smith would say before, let's just say I bet now he wishes he could rewind time. Anyway. Not gonna happen, though, as much as he might want to. Oh, they say the same shit. Willie Smith. Man, what an unfortunate fucking disaster that turned out to be. Alright, I could've just started from over there. What am I doing? The arm of the sun. You press further into the depths of the primal and return to be greeted by Maid, who confesses that while the story of her past is true, the fragment she handed over to the Illuminati was nothing more than a useless rock. Not all is well, however, as Wedge informs you of Round Rock's capture by the Illuminati. Your objective is now clear. Press further into Midas and rescue the innocent goblin from her captors. You heard the man. Well, actually, the journal? Whatever that disembodied voice is. That writing that describes a duty or a quest objective in a journal. In your journal. Remember this one being quite easy. The Arm of the Sun. Control Tower 5. Exhaust Beta. Exhaust Duct Alpha. We're going Alpha. Nah. We all know I'm actually a Beta, so we're going Beta. They just give you... Oh, I can't lie to myself and pretend I'm something that I'm not. That'll fetch some nice YouTube comments, I bet. If I had them turned on. Which I don't, obviously. Hey! Fuck off, cabron. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Wait, this is... Oh, I see. We went backwards. This is where Alpha would have ended up. I get it. Oh, you had to clear out both platforms regardless, though. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Well, the least amount of spikes is this duct or that one, and I'm closer to this one, so fuck it, I'm going Alpha this time. It's just a flesh wound. Oh, shit! It's like a city in here. Hey, what's up? How about they just don't even react until I'm in their face? It is like a giant city. Look at that. That's amazing. Do I have to kill these guys too on the other platform? Probably not, but I'll do it anyway just for shits and giggles. Double Dragon Hadouken. Oh, you do have to kill him. Okay. The cat noises in this fucking game are hilarious to me. They don't sound like real life cats. They just like whenever I see somebody get off the fat cat mount, I'm like, what the fuck is that, dude? They don't sound like any real cats I've heard anyway. I could be wrong about that. Shit, which way's forward? I kind of forgot. Okay, it's this way. I'm telling you, this is like a 3D Sonic the Hedgehog game. We got grinding on rails. Technically we're not, we're just riding some little conveyor belt thingy. Oh! There's no way we had enough momentum to do that, but sure. We'll go with that. Alright, asshole, let's do this. Aw, he ruined my opener. Right? Shit. Well, shit. Here we go again. A cat can actually sound... Cat can actually sound like that? It's so weird. Most of the cats I've heard always have, like... Their voice isn't as thick. That was meant for the guy that just exploded. So I was like... I know the sound effect was a little late, but it's because I don't remember these scenes too well. Let me see. What did he say? Because I was too busy trying to fight to actually read his shit. Uplanders, welcome to public execution. There is no tail turn from Gobbyflyer or Godflyer X. Nice. Quickstinks is done toying with Uplanders. Oh, that was actually Quickstinks' all thoughts we were fighting. Okay. Didn't even notice he was the one in the pilot seat. Uplanders backstrike well. Too well. And then he exploded. Wait, so is he really dead then? What the fuck? He just blew up when he tried to fly away. It would be that easy, right? A cat can actually sound like that. Sonic games, that, yeah. A little... Bee's knees? Oh, because of the music, yeah. So the master of the Illuminati himself came flying in to drive you out? Sounds like you've got him worried. We must be getting close. Let's hope so. Ah, Leon! I hear you made short work of Quickstinks' flying machine. You will surely think twice before barging into the shortstop uninvited again. Though I don't suppose he has any reason to come here anymore. Excuse me. He already has his missing piece. Poor Roundrocks. If the Illuminati have harmed her, I don't know what I'll do. Uplander sends Quickstinks scurrying. Illuminati think twice before threatening us again. Uplander is nearly through left arm. Next Uplander must push forward into inner parts and save Roundrocks. Excuse me. It's the damn water after the food I ate. Congratulations on your victory over Quickstinks. While you were busy dismantling his flying machine, I finished charting Alexander's interior. The chamber you reached is situated in the innermost part of the left sector, which means your next aim should be... Backrix does not trust Treasure Hunter. 3 years ago, she summoned Metal Giant. Backrix wonders if she still wishes to finish mission of Dead Comrade. Uh-oh. I do not blame you for doubting me. Truth be told, my former mentors often stressed that were the unthinkable to happen, it would be my burden, as the youngest, to carry on their work. But building the Codex's perfect world was their dream, not mine. I only borrowed it. As long as I was with those I held dear, I could happily have devoted myself to any cause. She was just there for the ride. She wanted to be with friends and family. Honestly, I can kind of see that, yeah. Sometimes you get on board with something, not because you actually want to do it, but just because your friends are into it and you kind of want to hang out with them. You want an excuse, you know? I know what that's like. Especially when you're with people that you really, really care about and want to spend time with. Seeing their passion, their joy, that was what filled me with resolve. And it was that which drove me to collect the pieces of the Codex. All their talk of learning and reason, of justice and perfection, meant little to me in itself. I sometimes wonder why I was able to read the Enigma Codex in the first place. You were innocent. That's why. Mayhap it was because my youthful mind was a blank slate, receptive to any ideal, if put convincingly enough. Another way of saying, yeah, you were innocent, like Roundrocks. In the end, of course, it didn't matter. The Primal took my friends' passion, their joy, and their idealism, and ground them into dust. Though I survived, my commitment to the cause did not. Put simply, I had no need for a perfect world without them to share it. So believe me when I tell you that I did not seek Alexander's return to realize the dreams of the dead. I only wish to see him again. Meaning your leader. Fuck, my voice cracked on that one. The section of Alexander you've been exploring is called Midas, after a king from a legend of Eld. Because I choked up. Sometimes it cracks on its own, but obviously I was implying that I choked up, so it cracked. Midas entreated the gods for a finger that would turn all he touched into gold, and the gods duly obliged. But in his carelessness, he transformed the one he loved most in the world into a lifeless golden statue. And thus, the thing he coveted became his undoing. Gold. I see the resemblance now, the parallels. She ended up turning a man she loved into this, or at least a part of it. Kind of a lifeless gold statue in and of itself, isn't it, when you look at it? It's just not made of gold, though, obviously. So it was with me in mind. Had we but paused for a moment to consider the means and not simply the end, mayhap my friends would still be alive. But we did not, and they are gone. My one remaining wish is simple. To speak with the man I love once more. If I could do that, I would be satisfied. She wants to at least be able to say goodbye. Yeah. There. I've told you everything. Assuming no one else wishes to question my motives, I would speak of Round Rock's rescue, as was my original intent. Now listen well. Alexander is divided into 3 main sections, each powered by an independent core. You have already fought your way through to the innermost part of Midas, the left arm. The core lies only a little way beyond, but you may be sure that the Illuminati will have deployed the bulk of their forces to defend it. Hold on a minute. Why would they choose to keep Round Rocks there? The cores are just power sources. You are correct, and the answer is they wouldn't. Round Rocks is most likely being held within Alexander's upper body, but the Illuminati have blocked the entrances from either arm, making it impossible to enter. Our only choice is to stop the core, and in so doing, stop Alexander. I see. Why, that's actually rather clever. The Illuminati need Round Rocks to control the Primal, but if it can't move, they'd have no need for her. At the very least, they'll have no choice but to keep her safe until the Primal is in working order again. Activating those cores would have used up every crystal the Illuminati had. If we destroy the second one, I doubt they'll have enough to get them operational again. Do Uplanders truly think metal giants can be toppled? They tell me the Illuminati have been up all hours ferrying raw materials to Alexander. Seems the thrashing you gave old Quickthings didn't do much to dampen their spirits. I reckon that means we're in for a battle and a half when we get to the core. Still, there's not those goblins can build that you can't break, lad. At least I hope there isn't. We'll soon see, I suppose. Lead the way when you're ready. Me and Wedge will follow with mine. Our path is clear. We shatter the Illuminati's last lines of defense, and disable the core housed within Midas. Lines plural. Plural. Dude, I can't talk. In the depths of my despair, with the loss of my friends still fresh in my mind, I would have given anything to take back what we had done, even if it meant my own life. But the world does not work like that, and even if it did, it is not what my beloved would have wanted. Good head on her shoulders. I cannot bear to think what the Illuminati might be doing to Round Rocks. But as long as Maid has the final Codex fragment, she shouldn't be in any real danger. Should she? I expect the Illuminati will have seen through Maid's ruse by now. But if they dare to try and take the real Codex fragment, I will jolly well stop them one way or another. You tell them, Wedge. One step behind. Treasure Hunter truly believes Soul of Lost Love sleeps in Metal Giant. Madness. But Backbricks does not doubt resolve to rescue Round Rocks. Go with Mind Deep and Madness is... Go with Might deep into Midas and deactivate second core. But do not underestimate Illuminati. Day and night they bring supplies into Steel Fortress. Backrick suspects Illuminati are tinker making new weapons. Oh, not again. Oh, fuck. Oh. Almost close. It was like way in the back. That almost didn't work. I should have actually said sneeze warning out loud for headphone users. But luckily nothing happened. You now have access to the burden of the sun. Alright. You have delved into the deepest parts of Midas, and its power source lies but a short distance ahead. For the sake of Idleshire and Round Rocks, you must disable the core before Alexander awakes to wreak havoc on the realm. Your allies stand at the ready. Steel yourself to break through the Illuminati's last line of defense. In we go. Quadruped? That doesn't look too intimidating. This should be fun. No. Alright, let's see if I can get this right. Oh, shit! Boy, he showed me, didn't he? Jesus. That's mostly correct. Oh, you bastard. I'll just use it on you. All weapons free, lethal force permitted, eliminate intruders. Yeah, that sounds about right. The music though, Jesus. Initializing new combat protocol, preparing Link. Begin synchronization? What the hell are they about to do? The fuck? Brute justice? Yo, this music though. Holy shit. Morphing time, exactly. Said it before. Cool guys don't look at explosions. I gotta be honest, there was a part of me that almost did it. Oh shit, that pose though! He's doing the cross arm thing. He does think of himself as a cool guy. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it here first. Part of me when I heard that song start up just now made me think of, well, it made me think of this song. Alright, that's enough of that. Just a little bit. I'm stupid, I know. The Maiden Knot. I was getting ready to play that when I knew that song was coming, but I backed off at the last second. I was like, no, I won't ruin the bit. This part speaks for itself. That fight is iconic for that music and the transformation in general. The second core, I do believe. Once that's out of commission, Alexander won't be going anywhere. Do your thing, Mind. Diane, would that I could see you just once more. Farewell, my love. You! I'm gonna say it's this prick. Too frightened to face us alone, I see. Not that I blame you. We all know what Leon did to you last time. To usher in future that has been writ, even strongest Gabi must sometimes pretend to be weak and let enemies win. Oh, pretending, were you? And I suppose losing this core was all part of your plan. Don't make me laugh. You know as much about the future as we do. Quickthinks knows all. For example, Quickthinks knows one among Uplanders carries true fragment of Enigma Codex. It seems the game is up, Biggs. There's no hiding the truth from Quickthinks. Very well, I admit it. I have the fragment, but I won't be handing it over to the likes of you. Run, Wedge! Oi, Wedge, didn't you hear him? He knows all. Oh, I see, they're trying to confuse him. Which means he knows that what you're carrying is a worthless rock, while I've got the genuine article tucked away in me small clothes. Oh god. I don't want to touch it now. Why the fuck would... I guess that is a good hiding spot, though. They're confused. Now's our chance. Get him. Quickthinks already knows conclusion of Uplander's childish games. He's coming for me! Shit. Eh? What's he waiting for? Long ago was outcome decided. Uplanders think they are victorious, but luck is no friend to them today. What? That is very unfortunate. Okay, now it sounds more like a cat. And now Enigma Codex belongs to Illuminati. All pieces fall into our hands. Literally fell into his fucking... well, not his lap, but his little platform, I guess. He knew exactly where it was gonna land. Do with this shank. As far as I can make out, the thing's in good working order. No damage, no signs of tampering. I can only think it was an energy fluctuation that did it. Just bad luck. What kind of pocket was she carrying it in that it just came loose like that from a little jolt? Like that, you know? Bad luck? You're saying it was pure chance that the platform stopped at that exact moment? Then what about Quickthings? There is no way he could have predicted something like that. The odds would be infinitesimal. He's not wrong, yeah. Well, however he did it, the fact remains that he did. But that doesn't mean we have to stand for it. When someone takes something from you, you just have to take it back. Alright. I guess there is nothing else for it, right? Get the hell out of here. What a bunch of bleeding dolts. Why didn't we just leave the fragment here with Backrix? That's a good question. Still, we did do one thing right, I suppose. The second core is out of action, and that primal's going nowhere. Forgive me. Through my incompetence, the Illuminati have all they need to control Alexander. And though the beast is now immobile, I cannot help but feel that matters are worse. Nor do our troubles end there. In our absence, Backrix seems to have taken leave of his senses. Really? What's wrong? Try as I might, I cannot think of a logical explanation for what happened back there. Not only did the platforms malfunction at precisely the right moment, but Quickthings was on the only one that didn't. And it just happened to be in exactly the right place to catch the Codex fragment. Do you know how difficult it would be to orchestrate something like that? Much less predict it? Maybe he's not lying. He does know everything. Do Uplanders forget something? Matters are too urgent for such foolish doings. So chill the fuck out, man. What? Tongue flaps of Uplander make Backrix almost to laugh. Uplander claims already to have stopped core and lost fragment to Quickthings? Look here, Uplander. Backrix has brain case like steel trap, catching all heard things, all seen things, and he saw Uplanders leave but few moments ago. Excuse me? Backrix senses something is amiss. He thinks we just left. Our gob in the machine. Backrix is certain that Uplanders left from Metal Giant only moments before returning. He watches Uplanders disappear over horizon with own two eyes. But it is impossible to return so soon if Uplander's tale is true. Why Treasure Hunter also makes such claims Backrix does not know. Go, Uplander, trade tongue claps with Might and together think of explanation. What the hell is going on here? Okay. He's talking about what earlier. Have you been able to make any sense of Backrix's account? According to his version of events, we would scarcely have had time to reach the core, much less shut it down. But we were all there. We all know what happened. Are you sure he's not just confused? Maybe he got lost in all that data of his and forgot the time. I'm afraid not. That is, unless the goblin standing watch near Alexander was also confused. His reports corroborate Backrix's. That's two people. No, something else is going on here, I'm certain of it. The question is what? If we assume for a moment that the goblin's accounts are true, then hardly any time has passed since we entered the barrier around Alexander. What? Tongue flaps of Uplanders make Backrix almost to laugh. Uplanders claims already to have stopped core and lost fragment to Quickthings? Quickthings has stopped core and lost fragment to Quickthings? What? Tongue flaps of Uplanders make Backrix almost to laugh. Uplanders claims already to have stopped core and lost fragment to Quickthings? What? time stopped? Impossible. Impossible? You mean like Quicksting's predicting exactly what was going to happen in the core room? I hate to say it, but maybe he wasn't talking out of his ass. If time doesn't work the same in there, maybe he saw the future. There may be another explanation for that. There is a device deep within Alexander capable of performing complex mathematical calculations. It is not outside the realm of possibility that it could be used to predict the outcome of simple events. Using mathematics to predict the future? Now, even if I could believe that, it wouldn't explain this business with Backrix. That is an actual thing, too. Math can actually be used to make generalized calculations about the future. It's amazing that it can actually do that. We've reached the point where we can actually kind of sort of do that vaguely. Biggs is right. Perhaps the presence of the primal somehow disrupted the flow of time within the barrier. Only a theory, of course, and a far-fetched one at that, but it goes some way towards explaining recent events. To be clear, you are implying that the Illuminati are aware of this temporal disruption and have been using it to somehow gaze into the future? Very well. If you are willing to accept that, why not go further? Might it not be the case that they have found a way to bend time to their will? By moving back and forth in time, the Illuminati could effectively manipulate the present however they saw fit. They would ever remain one step ahead of us, our every effort doomed to fail from the first. Now that's a sobering theory, but it's still only a theory, right? There's no point panicking just yet. Wedge, give the Chief a call on your link pro, why don't you? If anyone knows how to untangle this knot, it's him. Chief, it's me. It's about Alexander. We've noticed something strange about time inside the Primal. What? No, not our time inside the Primal, the time. I mean time itself. Chief, it might be best if you just came here. Aye, we'll await your arrival. I guess we just wait here for him. The Chief says he's on his way, and I think I heard Ishtola's voice on the other end as well. She kept asking him what I was talking about. It seems like only yesterday that Roundrocks and I spent a few happy hours here sorting through her collection of treasures. How did things come to this? Well, for me it was yesterday. I've heard some strange things in my time, but this might well top the lot. Just thinking about it gives me a sore head. No sense racking our brains over it, though. The Chief will only end up proving us wrong. Or he might end up proving us right. You never know. Whew. Is that a heated debate I hear? Boys, you started without me. Now what was that you were saying over the link, pro? Something about running out of time? Sid insisted that I accompany him, though I would have come even had he not. Matters have taken a turn for the worse, I gather. Yep. You can say that again. The etheric fluctuations are akin to those I observed shortly before the Primal's awakening. In the absence of a functioning core, its form is dissipating, albeit slowly. Y'shtola, would you mind lending me your goggles for a moment? It can't hurt to have a second opinion. She still carries them, even though she can see ether without them now. Using, you know, what happened to her. Oh! I just stopped. It's going backwards! What in the seven hells? The ether pouring from the primal is flowing backwards, as if time were passing in reverse. That cannot be. Such a phenomenon is wholly without precedent. Knowing so little of this primal's capabilities, however, it would be remiss to discount the possibility outright. If it is as we fear, then at this very moment Alexander could be undoing our efforts to shut down its cores. All of our labors will have been for naught. Ah, the treasure hunter of whom we have heard so much. You seem unperturbed by our outlandish speculations. Was this perchance the subject of Wedge's communication? Yeah, actually. That's what we were talking about. Time being different. Gods help us. If there is any truth to this, it won't matter how many cores we disable. The Illuminati will simply undo any damage we cause. Then what do we do, Chief? How do we even begin to fight something like that? To erase the past, to return to a clean slate. Could Diane have known? Preparations for restoration of Enigma Codex are complete. Calculations show margin of error for future readings is 0.03%. Foolish Gabi. When future is decided, there is no error. There is no failure! Listen well, children of Illuminati. At last, all pieces are in place. No longer must wise suffer foolishness of unwise. Time has come to backstrike. Inferiors will make way for perfect world. Or die. Now, restore Enigma Codex. Oh shit! My LCD is satisfied. If only it was that easy to fix something when it was broken like that, right? Looks perfect too. Oh, that's trippy if you look right at the center. For that brief moment. That was cool. Now is Alexander Illuminati's to control. Soon will cores disabled by Uplanders be disabled no longer. Reverse time! We're actually doing it. Once power flows to third core, Alexander will be fully operational. And with third core will its true potential awaken. Wings of time will unfurl, and all of history will be at mercy of Illuminati. Chosen ones will amend mistakes of past and reshape world into perfection. At last, prophecies of Enigma Codex will be fulfilled. And Quick thinks all thoughts will rule as king of new world, of correct world. Chosen ones, menders of history. Be proud to serve as builders of this paradise. Figured I might as well join in. I like how he talks to everybody. He does this. That's what the goblins do, right? They just... We don't have the luxury of time to plan our next step. We must rescue Roundrocks without delay, for her sake and ours. Seems we have more questions than answers where this primal's concerned. If the Illuminati really can see into the future, does that mean they already know what we're gonna do next? Stands to reason, yeah? Ishtola and the Chief have returned to Matoya's cave. Don't worry, between them, they're sure to find the answer to our problems. If it isn't waiting on a shelf in the Charlian Annals, it'll be in some forgotten corner of the Chief's brain. You mark my words. And the next time we meet Quick Pinks, we'll be ready for him. Adventurer, there is something I would like to discuss with you, but mayhap it would be best to wait until we are safely back at the short stop. I will see you there. Okay. See you there. Which is, you know, just over this fucking wall. Alright, what's up, Mibes? Safely back at the short stop, which is 2 feet away. I suppose I should start by apologizing. For everything. Were it not for me, the Illuminati would never have summoned that infernal machine. Or gained the means to control it. And now Quickthings possesses the power to manipulate time. To foresee the future and erase the past. I dare not think how he will use it. Returning the cores to their former state was but a foretaste. When all three are active and Alexander can traverse both time and space, nothing will stand between the Illuminati and their twisted utopia. We cannot let it come to that, Leon. Somehow we must find a way to stop them. But first we must rescue Roundrocks. Of all the innocent victims of this sorry tale, her plight pains me the most. Yeah, she is the most innocent out of all of us, isn't she? Here's all her stuff. The short stop just isn't the same without her. I hope someone will keep her treasures safe until she returns. I guess that was it for the second chapter. I think the third chapter starts here. The Curl and the Colossus. I think. Mide warily eyes a thicket a short distance away. What time is it? 1:41? It's early, but... yeah, fuck it. I think I'll, it's close enough to 2 hours, just so that we have less interruptions for what's coming next. I'll just go ahead and take the break now. So I'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks. BRB.